Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel where we discuss all things narcissism, and this video is to do with some myths surrounding the word narcissist and narcissistic behaviours and narcissistic people. And one of the first myths is that narcissistic people have little to no emotions, which, yes, seemingly at times when you are explaining to them just how much they have hurt you, betrayed your confidence, betrayed your trust, and they switch off, it can seem like they are emotionally dead inside when they are stonewalling you and falling silent on you and ghosting you and humiliating you and getting pleasure out of your pain. It can seem like they are emotionless. When it comes to narcissistic people, they can feel the same emotions that everybody feels. They can feel happiness and sadness and pleasure and pain. It's just what motivates these feelings within them are often very different to what motivates the feelings within a genuine person, where a genuine person can be pleased for another person's good news, can be happy for somebody else's success, can get pleasure when they've helped somebody and that person has succeeded at something. Narcissistic people don't get this. They're full of envy and bitterness and resentment. So they feel sad when somebody else does well, and they seek to bring that person down. Well, once they've brought that person down, then they get pleasure out of that other person's pain. Narcissistic people tend to be high in traits of negative emotions. They're very bitter, they're very resentful, they're very envious, they're very cynical. They believe that everybody else is out to get them or get one over on them, and some can consciously be aware that that's due to how they are with other people. So as they're like that, they believe other people are going to be like that towards them, and with others they have no clue. They believe themselves to be perfect and everybody else is causing their issues. So when it comes to narcissistic people, they're not emotionally dead. They just enjoy seeing other people's downfalls. That makes them feel good. They enjoy seeing other people fail. They enjoy seeing other people miserable. You'll often notice that you can be in the best of moods and they're going to create that atmosphere within the house to bring you crashing down. And once they've brought you crashing down, they're going to turn around and they're going to be all happy and smug and start saying, "What's wrong with you? What's your problem? Oh, are you having a bad day?" Because they've brought you down. This gives them that pleasure. So they do feel emotions. They just lean towards the negative, toxic, harmful emotions, which we can all feel. And a narcissist is going to go all out to provoke feelings of anger within you, and then they might turn around and say, "See, now you know how I feel," because they want to put that on you. They're going to go all out to provoke that rage from you so they can turn around and claim you're going crazy, you're going insane, you need mental evaluation, you need help, because that confirms within their mind that you're the one with the problem and they're the one that's okay. Another myth about narcissism is that they miss you. Narcissistic people tend to lack the empathy to genuinely care about other people. They tend to lack the object constancy to genuinely relate to other people. So as soon as there's any conflict or distance, they're no longer thinking of that other person. Due to their negative emotions, if there's any conflict, they're thinking of how to get one over on that person. If there's distance and they've got another source of supply, they're too busy fooling the new supply to be thinking about an old supply. Narcissistic people do not miss you. They miss the things that you provide for them. the supply that they're looking to gain from you. They don't miss who you are as a person. They only get to know things about you that they can use against you, so they can exploit you to get their needs met by you. Myth number 3, you reacting makes a narcissistic person mad, makes them angry, winds them up, annoys them. More often than not with a narcissistic person, they've pushed your buttons, they've pulled your strings, they've gone all out to provoke you. They've used the things that matter to you the most against you, as these are the things you will most passionately defend. You might have told them how they have made you feel, and they've used these against you to make you feel even worse. You might have told them the things they do that irritate you, so they've done them all the more to irritate you more, to provoke that anger and that frustration and that resentment within you. They fail to communicate with you. They're very evasive. They leave out information to cause that curiosity within you. And once they've got you going, once they've got you reacting to them, they feel smug. They feel happy, they feel superior, they feel in control. Doesn't make them feel bad that they've made you angry. It makes them feel superior and in control of you. Number 4, all narcissistic people are confident. Now, the grandiose narcissist can have that charismatic charm. The victim narcissist can play confident as and when suits them. The vulnerable narcissist can, as and when suits that individual narcissist. The somatic narcissist can act really confident about their looks. However, if they were that confident within their own looks, they wouldn't seek to pull everybody else down. The cerebral narcissist can act really confident with their intelligence. However, if they were that confident within their own intelligence, they wouldn't seek to pull other people down that they're envious of or afraid might one-up them. When it comes to a narcissistic person, it's rarely confidence that they have. They're usually lacking in this, and what they have instead is arrogance. They don't see their own inadequacies. It doesn't compute within their mind. They don't recognise how their behaviour impacts others, only how other people's reactions to their behaviour impacts themselves, which is why they gaslight and lie and deny and play the victim and do all they can to get themselves out of a situation and make the other person feel bad, make the other person react to them so that they can blame the other person, so they don't have to take responsibility for their behaviour. Rarely are narcissistic people genuinely a confident person. More often than not, they are an arrogant person that seeks to pull everybody else down so they can feel superior. 5, those who are helpful and kind and generous and supportive simply cannot be narcissistic people, as narcissistic people are bad. When it comes to a narcissist, they will help you just enough to fool you into believing and trusting within them. Narcissistic people can be some of the most helpful, supportive and kind people that you have ever met. They can treat you better than anyone ever has when they want something from you. However, when they're not getting what they want from you, all hell will break loose as they try to regain control over the situation and control over you. Some narcissistic people will be very kind helping out in the community, especially the communal narcissist. However, it doesn't have to be the communal narcissist. Any narcissistic person can be very helpful helping out in the community because they're looking for that attention. They're looking for that praise from others. And they're also looking to build on their image of what an amazing, wonderful, helpful person they are. How they're always sacrificing themselves to help others, so that When those who haven't done as the narcissist pleasers tries to speak out against the narcissist, no one believes them, because the narcissist is such a helpful, supportive character after all. So just because somebody is helpful or nice does not necessarily mean that they are not toxic with it. When it comes to a manipulator, one of the easiest ways for them to fool those that they are exploiting is by treating them well. When they show you who they truly are and you forgive them and they show you again, believe them. That is who they truly are as a person. We can all make mistakes. Narcissistic people will repeat those mistakes for as long as you're willing to forgive them. 6. A narcissist can change. In one aspect, yes, they can. They can change their lies, they can change their manipulation, they can change the people they are around. They can change their attitude. So they can change in order to exploit people. However, they don't change who they truly are. Even the self-aware narcissists that are working to improve themselves will say it doesn't change who they fundamentally are. It is a daily battle for them to go against the grain of who they are, to try and become a better person. It's a difficult enough job changing who we are as a person. You cannot help other people change who they are as a person. It's on them. It's whether they want to for themselves. And even if they were to change, they're not going to change into the person you met, because the person you met was a person who was exploiting everything about who you are as a person. They were selling you who you were. They were mirroring you to future fake with you to get their needs met by you. So even if they do change, they're not going to change into the person they sold themselves to be. We do change throughout life as such. However, when it comes to a narcissistic person, as they're too busy blaming and shaming everybody else, they don't change their mistakes. They just change the people they blame those mistakes on. If anyone has any thoughts on this video, please do add those into the comments. Thank you very much to all the returning subscribers and your continued support with the channel. It's greatly appreciated. If you are new to the channel, I'm Elizabeth Shaw. This channel is all about narcissistic behaviour to give you more understanding of the people you might be dealing with within your life, how to handle yourself around those people if you cannot go no contact, and different methods to find what works for you to help you understand and overcome narcissistic and emotional abuse. If you do find the information helpful on the channel, please do subscribe. If you are looking for further help and support in understanding and overcoming narcissistic and emotional abuse, I do have several online guides available, and those teachable links are in the video description. If you're looking for someone to speak to, I have partnered with BetterHelp, and their sponsored link is also in the video description. Go out there and create the day that you deserve, because you do deserve to have an amazing day. Bye.